Okay, it's 3:30, I'm gonna call the meeting to order. Roll call, Brian?
Here.
Kyle? Here. And Smith is present. We're gonna, first order of business is, where's the chief? Oh, right in front of me. I'm looking past you. Introduce your new guy here, chief?
Yes, I would like to introduce a new non-certified police officer for the town of Ossipee. His name is Asa Osgood. Originally from Wolfboro, still from Wolfboro. He started last week. He passed his background. Hopefully, we're gonna get him in the academy in May. We're just waiting to hear back from them, if not August.
Great.
And it's nice to see a fresher breath of air, you know, that's new and don't know anything about policing.
Yeah.
I'm just very excited that he picked the police side versus the fire side. So,
You have any family in law enforcement at all, or?
No,
No?
a lot of family in the military,
Oh, nice. Good.
but no family in law enforcement.
Well, congratulations, and thank
Thank
you
you.
for stepping up.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
you know, Matt Sawyer, Jonathan Smith, Kyle Copeland, and Brian Keys.
Yes.
Yeah, we already met, we talked.
Oh, you did?
A few
Nice.
times, yeah.
Yeah.
You try to get him over to the other side.
When are you gonna find out for whether it's May or
Hopefully,
August?
we check today, hopefully soon, because the PT's coming up next week.
Okay.
So, and he already passed his PT, what, twice? You've been running?
I passed it once with Lieutenant Ripley.
Awesome.
So, yeah, so he's
It's not
keeping
easy.
up on that.
Good. Thank you. You have any questions for us? No? No? Pay attention to the chief, he's got a lot of experience.
That's what I'm learning.
Yeah, good,
Soak it all in like a sponge.
yeah, good, that's great. All right.
Thank you.
Yep,
Yeah, welcome.
I am gonna make a motion to go into non-public, session 1, under RSA 91A32A. Do I have a second?
Thank you.
Second.
Roll call, Brian?
Yes.
Kyle? Yes. Smith is yes.
3:32.
You want to hand it?
Let's see if he's the guy at the station, he's gone.
No,
He's gone, he's gone.
No, because we got one from Concord the other day. Concord might be too far, but. Come up with something.
Yeah.
I'll be in Pinnacle, man. No, we're cool. No, they have a block there.
Take out whatever you wanna take out, that's whatever you want. I'm gonna, as soon as you give it back,
At the career fair, New England College in Pinnacle.
The abatements.
Oh, good. Yeah.
It's a good thing to
Probably a
start
lot of
with.
people there.
Hopefully, the Lee Clement ice rink.
Oh, good.
well, actually, I took those out by accident.
Guy saved the
Minutes.
table,
That's an easy one to do.
and that's why I got all
4
this stuff
o'clock.
made.
Ready? Okay, it's 4 o'clock, I make a motion to re-enter the public meeting. Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Make a motion to seal the non-public minutes from session 1 under A. Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, I have a employment contract here for the officer you just met. I make a motion to approve this.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Yes. I have a draft letter, this is from Avatar, going to PS&H, it's regarding transmission and generation assets. I make a motion that the chairman signs this on behalf of the board.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Just give me back whatever you got there, sorry. That's all right. Just gonna zip through a few more things. You got a few
There's a
minutes.
bunch too. A lot of abatements. What are we gonna say on the minutes?
What?
What do we say downstairs in the minutes?
Just make a motion to approve the minutes for whatever the date is, whatever the meeting was, that's all. I have a request from the Conservation Commission to appoint Crystal Eldridge for a 3-year term. Conservation Commission approved it on April 9th, 2025. I make that motion.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
I have that, please.
Right. Have an application of a current use assessment. 7 Rainbow Drive, tax map 112, lot 4. Make a motion to approve this.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Request for property tax exemption under the veterans. It's for 115 Route 16B. Assessor reviewed it, recommended approval, meets the requirements. Make a motion to approve this.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
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 This should go back to Anthony downstairs.
No, this is me.
I'll review it.
Yes, yeah. I think the other two are the-
Notice of decision from the ZBA, case 2501-SE. We received a special exception to expand the non-conforming structure. Another case from the planning board, case 2501LM, 36 Knox Mountain. They did a 3-lot merger. Anything else there? Just give me, how many things you got there?
Quite a few.
Just give me some of those, just because it just saves time, we're sitting there twiddling our thumbs. I have a land use change tax for map 223, lot 28. It's in the amount of $4,000. Make a motion to approve this.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
I got another land use change tax for map 75, lot 19, in the amount of $6,250. Make a motion to approve that.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Another land use change tax for map 75, lot 200. I'm sure that's the right lot. Nope, it should be map 20, there's a 0 missing here. I knew that wasn't right. So that amount is $6,250. Make a motion to approve that.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
That's all I have. You can say, you wanna save that for downstairs, I'm fine with it. You wanna zip through it?
We can go through them right now.
Okay, you wanna go through it?
All right, I've got the minutes from Monday, March 31st. I'd like to make a motion that we accept them.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, I've got a notice of a BTLA appeal for the Alex Backman Revocable Trust. Looks like we were advised to approve by Chad Roberge from Avatar. I'd like to make a motion that we accept this.
Second.
Am I saying that right?
Let me just say.
Probably list them all off.
Yep, just, I mean, you're fine, it's just a general document, so I would just list how much the refund amount is, just so the public knows how much is getting refunded.
Thank you. So in this case, with the approval, we'd be refunding $1,662.79 plus interest deductible. So I'd like to make a motion that we accept that.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, next one is an abatement application for the Bear Camp Beach Lot, map 25, lot 15, subdivision 1. In this case, we would have a refund abatement of $1,383, and I'd like to make a motion that we accept that.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Next one is an abatement application for Pine River Sand and Gravel, map 235, lot 4, subdivision 0. In this case, it's quite a change in the assessment, drops the assessment by $740,000. Would mean a rebate of, or refund of $9,479.40. That Avatar recommends that we approve. I'd like to make a motion that we do so.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Next one's a request for a clerical abatement for map 104, lot 14001, subdivision 27. In this case, it would be a refund of $80 plus interest. I'd like to make a motion that we accept that.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
How many you have left?
4 or 5?
We're gonna recess, so Ed can get his equipment downstairs, it's 4:07. Okay, I'm gonna recess till 4:15.
407.
Thank you. Yeah.
Did you, when you read those, do you want us to read like the lot number or just the address?
I
We
try
do
to
them all
do,
at once and then we'll make one motion to do it?
Yeah,
Is
that
way
is-
we can-
yeah, so if you have multiples, just for efficiency, instead of doing each one, say I have 6 clerical abatements.
Okay, like
Do-
there's 2,
Yes,
There's no place you can step.
but I still had that guy go past at 5:30 in the morning, flying.
You could go leave your drive.
Every morning, this guy goes past my house in a truck
Swing by there on the way out.
with loud mufflers, right? And it's like, I was out in my driveway the other day, and he went, he does at least 50 to 60 miles an hour up on the dirt.
Thank you.
Huh?
Just live right there.
I think he lives up in, not on Ossipee Mountain, I think he lives up
Thank you.
the Pine Hill Road. It goes all the way up.
sure?
Yeah. Lives up
Oh, you smell it from here?
way up.
I thought maybe it was the guy.
Ed, you ready?
got that down pat.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. No, it's not.
Okay, it's 4:15, I'm gonna reconvene the meeting, please stand for the pledge of allegiance. Pledge of allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'm gonna open the meeting to the first public input. Anything today?
I'd have something to say, but I didn't catch the first part of the meeting, so I'm good.
Okay.
I'll wait till the
Okay.
end.
Yeah, Dan.
Dan Messier, County Sun. Last, maybe a week or two ago, there was a court case involving a property that was covered in trash and stuff, and the town cleaned it up, and then there was fines and penalties that were about 100,000, just a little less. And I was wondering, in terms of the fines, I mean, I know the town, it sounds like, from the court's point of view, the town has the right to impose, the $77,000 worth of fines, but, is that really, I mean, is there any part of the town that would have mercy on them, or do something less, just because, that seems like almost a life-ruining amount of money, it could be.
Well, my opinion is, I think the opinion of the board is, the court has ruled and made a decision, and we stand by the court's decision. Okay.
I mean, just because,
I don't want to relitigate the case here. It went through court. The judge ruled in the town's favor like he has repeatedly and consistently. And we stand by the judge's decision.
$77,000.
Could I say
Go ahead,
something to that? I believe that I was watching the municipal meetings, and they said that typically the towns will get a judgment in favor of the lawyer's fees. That's a state mandate, they have to get the lawyer's fees. But typically, 99% of the time, they do not get their fees because it's too much of a burden on the people that are in there. They don't want to put them in that position, typically. They may, the judge may order it, but typically they don't.
Well, to counter that, almost every case that had a fine levy from the beginning, the judges have awarded the fine.
Do they look into the, and I don't want to litigate it.
We're not here to relitigate cases that go through the court.
Yeah,
Every
So-
person has their day in court, they have their right to their hearings, and they go through the process.
so they can claim extenuating
I
circumstances.
can't speak to what the court does, we get the court order and
So
we
they
follow
can
it.
appeal that.
He is
Yes.
appealing.
Right. They can appeal that. They probably will not have to pay it.
Any other public input?
so just wondering in terms of, the state has to make some, you're a state rep, and you have some insight on what's going on with the state budgets and how it might affect towns and tariffs and all that stuff. I was just wondering what you're seeing in Concord, and
Regarding,
regarding I was thinking like the price of asphalt, just all the various things that go into running a town, and
well,
you get state revenues, and I was just kind of wondering how everything is shaking out in a time of so much uncertainty
Well, we just went through the whole budget process. Part of that was we increased our paving line to 600,000 because of the cost of asphalt and the inflation that every town has been suffering under due to bad federal policy over this last 50 years of mismanagement at the federal level. And we have to pay that price here as taxpayers at the local level. So we can't control what goes on at the local level, excuse me, at the federal level.
Right.
We just have to make the best of what's handed to us.
Right, so I'm just wondering, is that becoming difficult? Because I know the state's got budget considerations, the beds are all over the place, and
It's
you
difficult,
guys are kind
yeah,
of-
it's difficult because who wants to pay more for items?
Right,
What you pay more at home, the town has to suffer the same thing. You have to make the best of it.
yeah,
You gotta elect the right people in Washington DC to set the right policy and stop devaluing and causing inflation, devaluing our currency. We can have a debate all day about this, but this is way above and beyond what the selectmen.
right, and I was just kind of wondering how it's affecting you in terms of, like, are you able to make purchases? Is it hard to buy cruisers, like, or?
Well, yeah, everything's gone up, we budgeted for that in the last budget season to the best of our ability. Budgeting is a best guess, I say that repeatedly in town meeting. It's best guess, this is what we think we're gonna need. There's no guarantees this is what we're gonna need,
Right,
so.
Our dollar's not going anywhere near as far as it used to.
Right.
Obviously, yeah.
so that's gotta be a real challenge on a board of
Well,
selectmen.
when you hear, the town meeting voted to raise up to 600,000 for the highway department for paving, you know, that, when we found out how much you can actually pay for $600,000, it's kind of scary how little that money, how the small amount of distance that we can actually redo with that amount of money.
Probably
It's
less than a
scary.
mile.
Yeah, it's literally about a mile.
We were 300,000 going back to 2015. So think of how much inflation has incurred.
Wow,
And how many things have been neglected in the meantime that are getting worse and worse, that are gonna make it worse in the long run because of that.
wow.
600,000 was a long time coming. Okay, seeing no further public input, you want to go on to your...
We got a request for an elderly exemption for Donald Wigan, 32 Door Street, tax map 92, block 36. It was recommended that we approve this, and I'd like to make a motion that we do so.
Brian seconded?
All in favor?
Aye.
We've got a request for a clerical abatement for map 104, lot 014001, sub 27. It's 1 Terrace Pines. It was a camper that was registered. It's a $72 refund plus interest. I'd like to make a motion that we approve that.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Got another request for a clerical abatement for map 122, lot 010, sub 056 at 7 Guile Road. It's a refund amount, if we approve, of $66 plus interest. I'd like to make a motion that we do so.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We've got a abatement application for map 84, lot 24, sub 00 for 25, Route 25 East. This is one that our assessor has recommended we deny. I'd like to make a motion that we deny that amount.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, next one is a abatement application for map 37, lot 3, subdivision 2, for 80 Deer Cove Road. This is another that was recommended that we deny by our assessing staff. I'm going to make a motion that we deny it. All in favor?
Aye.
And the last one I have is an abatement application for Moldenville United Methodist, map 91, lot 39, subdivision 00, which is at 96 Moldenville Road. I'd like to make a motion that we deny this as well.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye. Brian, you want to read that letter from the governor?
Sure. I have a letter that's addressed to our Chief of Police, Don Babin. It's from Governor Kelly Ayotte. Dear Chief Babin, on behalf of the state of New Hampshire, I want to extend my sincere thanks to you and your department for your continued partnership in the 287G program. Your agency's participation reflects an unwavering commitment to keeping our communities safe, upholding the rule of law, and supporting coordinated efforts to ensure that immigration enforcement is effective and accountable. By engaging in this vital program, your department is not only enhancing public safety, but also reinforcing the trust and cooperation between local law enforcement and federal partners. In a time when public safety demands collaboration, transparency, and courage, your leadership and dedication to protecting New Hampshire residents are deeply appreciated. I'm grateful for the professionalism and integrity your officers demonstrate each day and for the work you do to uphold the values and security of our state. Thank you for your service and partnership. Sincerely, Governor Kelly A.R. So,
Thanks, Chief, for taking care of that.
Thank you. Thank you for the support by allowing this agency to jump into the 287G.
Yep. Important program. Okay. So, good news, the PD is gone, it's back on the tax rolls. The town netted $345,000, pretty close to what we were hoping to net. We were hoping to net $350, so we're almost there. A new owner's there, it was gone effective Friday, right?
Correct.
Or Thursday?
Thursday.
Thursday.
Last Thursday of last week, so back on the tax rolls, that's a big win.
I was sort of off the
The rail trail, everyone heard about me talking regarding the rail corridor 19 here, how it was going to be transferred from DOT to DNCR. That occurred on April 9th at the Governor Executive Council meeting. So it's in the process, the transfer happened, they're just going through some logistical legwork for DNCR to take that over, and that's big for the recreational world, because now the Snowmobile Club is so happy about it, because now it's easier to work with to improve the corridor, especially for snowmobiling. And hopefully the rail trail thing materializes. It's going to be a long process. But there is the Fort group, Friends of Ossipee Rail Trail, that is working on that. So that's good news. You guys got anything, old or new, bad?
that's it.
I'm going to open the meeting to the second public input.
Can I ask,
Go ahead,
just, maybe because I don't know, but what is the 287G program
It allows,
specifically?
yep, it allows the Ossipee Police Department to cooperate with immigration and customs enforcement personnel regarding illegal people here.
Okay,
Yep.
all right. And I just, because you said the number, but I have no idea.
Do you want to add to that, or is that simple enough?
It's basically you're partnering with ICE,
Right.
Immigration Customs Enforcement. You get some extra tools in your toolbox and pretty much to enhance public safety
Okay.
and streamline the process according to the federal immigration law.
Okay.
That's all it is. It's
Yeah.
no cost for the taxpayers. Everybody says, oh, you gotta transport people. No, ICE will come to us. It's just extra tools that we can do our job more efficiently.
Okay.
Because we do meet a lot of people on 16.
Right.
You know, we have 17 miles of 16 in the town of Ossipee. And it's a major thoroughfare from the south to the north.
Oh, yes, I know.
So-
No, I just didn't, I
Yes.
wasn't familiar with the number, so when you say a number to me, I'm not putting it together, so that's all I was wondering.
It's just a great partnership that this agency can have with the federal government.
Right, okay. I'm all for that.
Thank you.
Can I ask?
Go ahead, yeah, go ahead, Daniel.
Chief, can you kind of explain a little bit about what these tools are, and like, before you entered this program, what would you do if you encountered someone who was an illegal migrant as opposed to now that you're part of the program?
You wouldn't have the tools to find out their immigration status. My past experience, I was an immigration officer with United Customs and Border Protection out of Boston. So I have a major background in enforcement with aliens. So this here will open up computer access to check their status and streamline the process with the federal government.
Okay, so like if you pull someone over, it's not a matter of like you have the ability to ask, it's just like you have more data in
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. Like, I'm sure everybody heard about that Vermont Border Patrol officer that was killed. They come up this way. I mean, if we had them tools and we stopped them on the side of the road, we'll definitely have found out more information. Information is key in policing.
And then you have say you find somebody at a traffic stop, they come up in the system as being an illegal immigrant, then what happens? Do you take them to
Contact ICE and ICE will come take them from us.
Well, how long where is ICE? Are they around?
Yes, they're around.
So it's not like they're coming from Boston?
No,
They have to sit
absolutely not, no.
there.
And if we have local charges, our jail here will keep them on local charges.
Okay.
They will not keep them on in immigration detainment.
Okay. Okay, that's good to know that you're not sitting there waiting for
No.
someone from Boston.
No.
Or however long.
ICE is in the state of New Hampshire.
Okay. I was wondering about the new, I mean, the old police station, what's that gonna be used? Yeah, it says.
I mean, the guy, he's not committed yet, obviously, he'd have a planning board, but a fishing, hunting type store possibility, I mean, that's preliminarily, don't hold me to that, that's just.
For the
that was-
retail store or something?
Yeah, that was a topic of conversation, maybe some mixed occupancy, residential mixed limited, I'm not, it's not guaranteed.
Has the deeds gone through, is that all registered?
Yeah.
So I can look up who that is?
Mm-hmm.
And the rail trail, and so, when, that transferred April 9th?
April 9th, at the Governor Executive Council meeting, yeah.
Okay, that's, what day is this, the 14th? So it's there, it's DCNRs now?
Yes,
And does that mean people can walk on it again?
yes. Yep. Obviously, Ford's gonna try to improve it.
Right.
You know, the snowmobile club wants to improve it. You know, the whole point is about recreation.
All right, cool. And then, the 15 Moltenville Road building, is that, I haven't looked.
Yeah,
once,
we're almost there.
Okay,
Yeah, just waiting on the town attorney.
all right, great, thank you.
I do have one more
Yes,
question.
Alex.
And maybe it's just me, but did you explain why you didn't give the church a
I didn't explain it, but I can read if you want me to, for the sake of,
well, just because I know it's a church and usually they do get,
I know, but there is, let me
Tax
see if I
relief.
can find it here. You take whatever the assessor recommends, because he follows the law. So I will read you his, nice thing about Avatar, they give you a really good,
I can't wait to get into this position where I can read that stuff.
it says the taxpayer owns .81 acres of property improved with a church and a parsonage with a total assessed value of $368,600. The property benefits from a religious exemption that covers $325,800 of the assessed value. The taxes generated for the July bill calculated to $640,000. However, after making adjustments during my yearly review, the assessments changed and the result was a total tax burden for the year of $553,000. The warrant in December generated a credit to the property of $87 to account for the overpayment in July. This was rectified in December when not spelled right, but when the town issued a check to the property owner for the $87 in overpayment. The check was cashed on 2/23/25. I recommend the abatement be denied. So they got it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, now it makes sense.
Yep.
Okay.
We're not anti-church.
No, that's why, and you understand where I was coming from.
No, I get it, but
As I was reading it, I was worried how that'd be interpreted.
Avatars, they're very good, thorough, and they follow the law. And that's all
And
we
that
can.
makes sense to me, so I just, for the benefit of everybody, an explanation sometimes.
No, that's
helps.
good. Okay, no further public input, anything from up here? No? Okay, I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
4:32.
That was a good question, Alex.
Yeah,
As soon as I read it, I had the same question. I'd already read it, but I'm like, that's gonna sound bad.
it did kind of sound bad, so an explanation does help.
I'm still new at this.
Yes.
I'm running upstairs.